Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Marco Citra and I work for Marco Valerio Editore. Today I am here with Mariagrazia Alliaudi and Silvio Genero, the authors of the book From Cercenasco to the World, Stories of Emigrant Piedmontese Families in Texas, California, Argentina and France. Mariagrazia Alliaudi graduated with honors in foreign languages and Silvio Genero has a degree in electronic engineering. They are very interested in local history, have published several articles and given lectures on the Piedmontese migration abroad. To give you an overview of the new edition of this book, I would like to ask the authors some questions. Why did you write a book about the Cercenasco around the world?
Because some years ago, after I graduated, Mrs. Teresa Rubiano, the current mayor of Cercenasco, found out about my thesis on Piedmontese emigration to the United States of America, and she was particularly interested in the chapter about Cercenasco who settled in Galveston County in Texas. She then entrusted us with the whole project of rebuilding the migratory phenomenon of people who emigrated to make a better living in Texas, California, Argentina and France at the end of the 19th century. The group of Cercenasco in Texas was the largest one. Because of the very difficult economic condition in Italy between 1880 and 1930, they moved to Lake City, Hitchcock and Dickinson in Galveston County, bought land, built their houses and worked as farmers, growing vegetables and strawberries sold to the markets of Galveston and Houston. Our book shows in detail the entire migration path, ships, departure and landing data, together with the history of every single family and its family tree.
What kind of material did you use to write your book?
We have interviewed all the Cercenasco families who had emigrants among their relatives and who have featured in the chapters of the book. We also had a lot of help from the descendants living abroad who have sent us photos, documents and stories of their ancestors. We also interviewed some of the descendants during their visit to their Italian relatives in Cercenasco, when they came to see the place of their forefathers, and we have carried out research in the municipal archives. All the personal data on the migrant families were taken from documents collected by the Library of Cercenasco, and all the departures and landing data came from historical foundations. All this material has allowed to us to get the second edition of the previous English book printed in Texas in 2014, now sold out. The first Italian edition, issued in 2009, was also reprinted in 2019. As you can see, our emigration project has been going for more than 10 years now. The book also has a CD with the family trees of all emigrants.
Do the Italian and the American communities keep in contact?
Yes, of course. Some descendants from Texas and Argentina sometimes come and see their Italian relatives, and over the years, Cercenasco living in Italy have made frequent visits to their relatives in Texas. In 2007, the Historical Society of Lake City organized a special evening dedicated to the Italian families who emigrated to Lake City. In 1986, a large sum of money won by the Lake City community on a TV show was donated to the Cercenasco parish and to its rest home. In 1984, the Texan chapter of the Piedmontese nel Mondo Association was formed. The Lexiti Civic Center was named after Gianni Arolfo of Cercenasco descent. He was also the mayor of Lexiti for several terms. The municipality of Cercenasco has always encouraged acknowledgement of its inhabitants' origins. In 1986, it dedicated a commemorative plaque to the emigrants. We also think that the 4 editions of our book and a recent historical documentary are the real evidence that the bonds between the two communities continue to be stronger than ever.
Special thanks to the authors for their interview, and I thank you for your listening. By reading this interesting and touching book, you will certainly discover or remind yourself of an important chapter in Italian history.